You are now listening to Straight Blunt Podcast with my dad, Coach PR, producer Ree, and Christina.
Do you like edibles? Have you ever wanted to make them at home, hassle-free? Introducing the Magical Butter Machine, the easiest, most consistent way to make edibles at home. Perfect for growers that have extra plant material, you can use trim, buds, shake, sugar leaf, and all kinds of concentrates. If you make edibles, you need this machine. It takes all of the effort out of the process, and you don't have to waste a day making your infusions at home. Simply add your favorite herbs and your butter, cooking oil, or grain alcohol. Set your time and temperature, and the machine is going to do the rest. The high-power immersion blender is going to chop up your botanicals, while the internal heating unit is going to maintain the perfect temperature for your infusion. The Magical Butter Machine comes with everything you need to make extractions at home. Included with your machine is the reusable Purify filter bag for straining and the heat-resistant silicone Love Glove. Infuse butters, oils, and tinctures at the touch of a button. To get your own Magical Butter Machine today, go to magicalbutter.com and use promo code STRAIGHTBLUNT at checkout to save 20% off your purchase.
It's like 1,000,000 miles from this country. 40. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's tequila. Tequila does
That's
it.
the tequila that keeps
That's
you.
all it is. I looked older before I met y'all, and now I look younger. The first time. It took it back on.
We doing all this and we had the cups, man. Where the cups at, Ree?
Shit, I'm about to put it in my coffee.
Yeah. Oh, he come prepared.
Gotta taste it, right?
Nah, I go around tasting, sampling people all day.
Yeah, because on Saturdays I'm Tito's.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, last week was Tito's, right?
Last week I was Tito's.
He was Tito'd out last week on the show. Don't call him that. Do not call him that, yo.
Sorry.
Sin.
I just want
Sin.
No, you can't say. Do not ever call him that, yo. He pulled my car one day. Was like, yo, bro. Don't call me no photographer, no video dude.
We're not airing this live. Let's start airing.
No, it started already, yo. It's another episode of Straight
call him
Blunt.
the shooter.
The shooter. Yeah, I call him Slash because he does everything. I call him Slash. You know, it's another special episode of Straight Blunt. I didn't even take a sip yet, and I'm already mumbling on my words. It's Coach PR, producer Ree, Christina.
What's up, guys?
And our special guest is YAVE. Let me get their names right. Danny Reyes, Joe Cruz, Danny Reyes, right?
Danny Reyes, yes, sir.
That's it?
Joe
that's
Cruz.
the team right here, man.
Joe Cruz
YAVE.
Jr., because my dad's always been around. I'm proud to be his son, so Joe Cruz Jr.
Joe Cruz Jr.
Yeah, so the world knows.
Joe Cruz, your dad is the reason why you got into this. Am I correct? He was the one that was actually...
My dad was #1 salesman of a certain brand I'm not going to name. No free marketing for the brands. He was #1 in the world.
But it was those top brands. Like
yeah, he was major companies. He did it since he was young, kind of transferred to me. I was young as a knucklehead. I used to play sports. I used to play basketball in the streets. So I got paid to play street ball.
Are you from Harlem?
Harlem.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Both of you?
El Barrio.
I'm Staten Island, Puerto Rico, and Staten Island, and always have families back home.
And Joe's Puerto Rican too.
Pure
also.
Puerto Rican, both parents.
And from Harlem.
Yeah.
Well,
El Barrio,
Christina's
Spanish
from
Harlem.
Puerto
I'm
Rican
extra
from
Spanish.
Jersey. Puerto Rican from
It counts.
down
It
Lower
counts.
East Side. It was all Puerto Ricans there. Reyes Trinidad and same shit. Puerto Rican, Trinidad.
Hell yeah.
Nah. But so YAVE, did you leave what you were doing before and just create a YAVE? This is your first endeavor, digging in by yourself?
Well, I've been in the game for over 20 years. So I was a kid. Since I was over 25 years. I was like an early teenager. My dad was always around it. And ironically, I didn't drink till I was 24. But I was always in the game, so I learned the business. My godfather runs a major company. My uncle ran one. One of my best friend's dads built a brand around the world. So I was always in the know of brands. But I always knew as a kid I didn't want to become the CEO of another man's company. I didn't know what I would do. I remember telling my mother when I was young, I said, I'm going to retire when I'm 45. She was like, what's your plan? I don't have one yet. I'm just telling you, that's the start. I'll figure it out as I go. And then a few years ago, I left one of the biggest companies in the country. I was working for a distributor. I just got tired of it. Like, I just got bored. It was my 10-year anniversary, literally. On the 10th year I left. People are like, you have all the perks, you're going to get double bonus. I'm like, I just don't feel it. It's about my heart.
Right.
Money doesn't drive me. It just doesn't. So a lot of companies recruited me. I actually went to a tiny company. And the reason I went to this tiny company was because I knew that their growth would be attributed to what I put in. Because a big company, if I grow them 0.001%, Nobody notices.
Yeah, it's just like a little drop.
It's like, and it could go up $15 million, but it's like, nah. And then the CEO's son could graduate college. I trained for 2 years. They fired me. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. I've seen all this happen again.
Right. Yeah.
So I went to a tiny company, grew it exponentially, broke the all-time record with the brand our first year. It's Googleable, so if people want to look it up, they can. But we broke the record, and I did it with very little money and effort. Like I had major artists like Nipsey, Yo Gotti, Chance when they were younger, starting out. I was just supporting them on the back end of whatever I could do. And
was it
supporting
tequila?
events.
Was tequila?
No, it was all brands. It was vodkas,
different?
cognacs, whiskeys. I was into everything.
What'd you say?
Well, now tequila, but growing up it was vodka. Ironically, Puerto Rican, anything we drink, rum.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, rum is right.
Yeah, rum.
But it's all sugar. Like it's different.
Yeah.
Tequila's the most natural. So when thinking about it, August 26, 2015, I say it often. I woke up 7:30 in the morning in Orlando, and I was like, I'm out. I just felt it. I couldn't tell you what. And for like 3 years, people were telling me, do your own brand.
Damn.
And I was like, I'll just know when I'm ready. I need to learn more. The companies are paying me top dollar to learn and sending me to classes to learn even more. So I'm going to take
I used to
advantage.
always tell him, do a tequila.
Daniel's one of the main ones. He's like,
Tequila's the upper,
Yeah.
and we always the life of the party with the other brands.
and I didn't drink tequila because I was afraid. I could not drink and be the life of the party. I'll tell you. I come out I'm going to have fun.
Then
Life
you
is
was a
short.
tequila drinker? Why'd you bring that?
Yeah, I always been both. I always done tequila and vodka.
Right.
So I always, I was kind of like a Don Julio guy before YAVE.
Before.
And that was my whole thing was if we could get YAVE at that level, and we did it. It's a premium, it's ultra, it's very smooth. Yeah. And that's why I want you to try it.
Does it burn the chest? Because I don't drink.
Well, ours don't burn as much.
Like I'm on the what's the other tequila that you
have
got
to try
drinking
for
like the
yourself.
Which
little
one is
brown
that? The
bottle?
coconut?
That's
Don Julio.
I wanted to try
that's
the
cool.
mango. I mean, he's trying the Blanco, so he could
Blanco?
judge us. This is for you for the mango.
That's the mango.
Good.
What we got? What we got over there?
Oh, I got jalapeno.
Everybody doing something different. I like it. I like it. Across the board.
Goes with my
I like
name,
it.
Remo Jalapeno.
That's why we bought it. I felt
switch your
it.
name. Last week was Tito.
Last name Remo Tito. Now.
It's not too spicy. It's all natural.
Let's all do a little
mini toast
for
to
your
YAVE.
success and
I'll do it.
2019 being good to you guys.
Matter of fact, can I say this?
That
Like,
shit
yo,
platinum.
this
That shit
episode is
red.
sponsored by YAVE. Shots. YAVE shots.
Shout to YAVE.
Shots to
YAVE, guys.
To life of YAVE. Hey, sit down. We got one
top.
over here for you. Sit
Yes,
nowhere
sit
back.
down.
Let's
We got
sit
to
To the
sit.
top, yo.
That mango. Mango.
I like that.
Mango. You heard it from Chris. Straight blah.
And it's all
Coach is
natural.
choking over there.
It's all natural too. Yeah, his is real. His 80 proof.
Yo,
Wait, how's the jalapeno?
2 thumbs up for that jalapeno.
Dope.
I like it.
And it's all natural. The word natural on the bottle, most liquors can't put that because they put sugars and crap.
Damn.
To make sure it's natural.
I mean, it's
I'm
good.
always scared.
I just don't drink.
I always
Like,
tell my
still
friends,
like.
give me like a girl shot,
Yeah.
you know,
You'll
like
probably
not the
appreciate
full,
the flavors
but
because
dope.
this is puro.
So what you gave me?
The Blanco, just
The straight.
Just straight Blanco.
Straight raw.
But
Straight
the
what?
mango was good. It would have went down smoother.
Oh, man. I'm good right now, kid.
Like jalapeno.
So
Like
was
it?
this your first brand alcohol out, or did you guys have other?
I've done many,
It's
and
just
I've
YAVE?
had piece of other brands, but I never
Oh,
said they were
okay,
mine
okay.
because
No, you're
Your
yours.
whole name
This
on it,
is
all you.
everything. Everybody knew I woke up when they started, got friends and family. Daniel was the first investor outside of myself, like as somebody who believed, a close friend of mine, like a brother to me, so it meant a lot. And then all friends and family got in. Everyone who's invested is part of this.
Yeah, for like the last over a decade or so, I've been involved with different brands just because
Right.
of the Joe Cruz father and senior,
Right.
and junior. So I've always been supportive, events, marketing, and I always knew if I had the opportunity to invest with them, I was going to do it because I see
you
what they've
hopped
been
on.
doing
Yeah.
for so many years.
Right.
And we definitely following Joe's lead. The sabores, that's something new that we brought to the whole tequila space, coming out with the first ever mango tequila and then jalapeno, coconut, all natural, no sugar.
So there's no other tequila that's mango? This is the first.
No, it's liqueurs out there, but liqueur means you put sugar and crap in it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how you get hangovers.
Exactly.
The two ways you get hungover the quickest are sugar, because it goes straight to your bloodstream, and bubbles. That's why champagne can't be like carbonation. That's why champagne
The
can't be a
sugar
certain
that
amount.
gives you the
Guys are educated.
hangover.
Yeah.
The sugar that gives you the hangover.
So the reason for the flavors, of course, when Absolute made the first vodka years ago, flavor, everybody said they were crazy. It worked. When whiskey started, they started doing flavors. They were crazy. It worked.
Right.
So I was like, why is nobody doing tequila? Take
Yeah.
it to the first level, like to the top level. The reason we did the flavors as we did, I did it for women because men buy what women want. It's a thing. I
I'm
did it for
happy, guys.
bartenders as a base to have fun with. Bartenders are out there having fun. Like give them something to work with, and for chefs to cook with.
Right.
So the reason the flavors exist specifically, coconut was first. Coconut jalapeno, coconut for my mother, single mother raised me. She loved coconut. She drank it when she was pregnant with me, like coconut water and Coco Rico.
So that was dedicated to Mom.
Yeah. My dad was always around, raised me as well. Jalapeno was his. He was a cook with like spicy things when we were young. And my grandmother died before I made it. Her favorite fruit was mango. So it came to me from the inspiration.
Okay.
And that's the one that took off because, you know, she was stubborn as hell. It was hard to make. It was 4 tries. It was impossible. And I just kept, we're going to do it, do it, do it. And then it worked. And now major accounts carry it. Prudential Center carries it. Like major accounts. Yeah, we're in almost 200 accounts already in a year.
Wow, congrats.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah.
We're 1 year in. This last Christmas made 1 year.
Wow.
Second year now.
So I can find this like at a
hell yeah.
ShopRite liquor store and buy this? Or
Well,
does-
out in Jersey, you have
In
different
a
accounts.
bodega
We're not in
or something?
ShopRite yet. We're in like Bourbon Street. They have like
Okay,
8
okay.
accounts, and like he had a bunch of accounts in like Northern Jersey on the Strip.
And did you guys like actually like have a hand in making this, or did you just send it out?
I
and,
did
like,
something that changed the tequila forever. That's why when I was just smoother, people can't figure it out because I was the reason it changed. The man that we use is a legend out there,
Right.
but I introduced things in a new wave. And when I told him, he was like, no, it has to be smooth. It has to burn, no smooth. And I'm like, Papi, I'm thinking about the whole world. I'm not just thinking about Mexico. This is a worldwide thing.
Right.
And we used to argue on the phone. And he's a very calm, you met him, he's very calm and
So you had
passive.
to go.
but-
You went to Mexico. You guys went to Mexico. Did the whole
Distillery, Tequila Mexico, Jalisco.
Tequila's a town.
Guadalajara is the big city, Jalisco, and then
What was that
Tequila
experience like?
Yeah, what was that like?
It was awesome, man. It's like, you know, with all the best tequila agave in the world, and to be able to learn, you know, our distillery is a family-owned business as well, and you see the passion of the workers. They really take pride in what they do, and you know that's how we feel good about it because it's just a great partnership.
And it was my first time ever traveling outside the country. I never traveled because I never had a reason to. I wanted to earn it.
Right.
So before we created this, I stopped drinking for 10. I stopped drinking and dating for 10 months. Drinking was the easy part to give up.
Yeah.
Dating
Dating
wasn't.
was-
You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I wanted to focus because I'm a single father. Raising my son while this is happening. I wasn't working. I was doing
That's
this.
a lot,
And when I did work, I worked part-time. I worked part-time in a liquor store to reboot my mind, what people want, like the basic level.
Yeah.
My old distributor job in bars. So like I was working 3 jobs, making a little bit of money just for the market research. Instead of paying for it, I got paid a little bit. So I won. But after that 10-month hiatus, the first drink I took was down in Mexico with my team. I had the first bottle with the master distiller. So it meant something on camera.
Right.
And I remember Paul, one of our guys in the team, he never saw me drink because he came on the team right after I stopped drinking. So like I still partied and everything, but I didn't want to like drink. I didn't want to stay out late. And he asked me, he was like, Wolf, how you feel? He calls me the Wolf of Liquor. And I was like, there's no words for this. Like I saw it happening, but through that 10 months, I went through depression a few times. I tell you, I was different. I wasn't going out.
How do
It
you
was
know
weird.
that was good? Or you tasting it? You first time drinking.
My
and
palate
tasting-
was clean as can be.
How do you know that was it though? That was it.
It was only one taste?
Yeah, like, do you think-
Well, I
What
had
other
I
dis-
tasted everything before that because everything was working for a couple years. So I had tasted the final. What I didn't taste was the final mango. I tasted the third one that was close, and I was like, skew it like this. I have a good feeling. So I drank it down there for the first time. But it was more about like I had to put myself in a position where I needed it more and I wanted it. If I want to drink, I have to earn it. Straight up, I put myself in that situation.
Right.
Then we got out there and I drank way too much because I needed to answer the next question was, what happens when you drink a lot? Are you going to be hungover? And we drank, it was 12 of us, we drank 8 bottles. 12 people, 8
Was that
bottles.
the purpose to make sure you drink a lot to not
To
enough
test it.
Test it.
We were
To get
training
the
for a
hangover,
week.
to see if you got the
Yeah, and we woke up the next day and we were
good.
tired, we were up late, but there was no like
But you
headache and
weren't
the things.
hungover,
Nope.
nothing.
And I hadn't drank for a long time, so for me
Right.
to
Did
say
you
that,
hydrate yourself, like water and everything?
I always do when we drink.
Okay, good.
But even when you drink crap, you can feel it.
Yeah,
You know, if you
yeah,
drink
you
sugary
really
stuff,
do.
there's nothing you can do about it. I don't
Yeah.
care how much water you drink. I don't care what you do in moderation. If you drink crap, you're gonna feel it. And ironically, I had a bottle from another, I won't say this, I'm embarrassed them. There was a bottle from a major brand in the world, promoted by celebrities. They came out with a new flavor, and I drank it, and I threw up.
Wow.
I could taste what was different in there. I could taste everything different in liquor all of a sudden. My palate was so
Was
clean.
that tequila also?
Hell no, it was vodka.
Vodka.
It was a flavored vodka, and I
Did
can't.
you guys ever think about vodka?
I think about everything. We just started. This is year 1. This is
Oh,
literally the
alright,
beginning.
alright.
This is the
So
introduction
you got
to the
ideas
world.
Flowing. I see,
Yeah.
I see.
I have ideas I don't know why companies haven't done. But I guess it's because now it's like the music game where they don't create music. They just
Right.
wait till you come up and then they sign you. That's what liquor is right now.
Right.
They waiting for us to come up. We get little offers and companies reach out. And I'm like, just leave me alone. Like we're doing it our way, having fun. Like
And
liquor's supposed to be
distribution
fun.
wise, you guys doing everything yourselves right now?
We have a distributor.
Oh, you have
Yeah. Well, we have like a holding house, Park Street, but they don't sell for us. So we have everything but a sales force. So they do the invoice and delivery and everything. But when you go to the distributor, they take a 30 of profits, no matter what they sell. So if we sell 2,000-3,000 cases, they sell nothing, they take their money. Their sales force did nothing. Our team did it. So I went to a company where I paid them a fee, small fees.
Right,
So
right.
from that 33% is down to like 7%. So that extra 26% comes back to the house. So we created jobs within our little world and everything.
Yeah.
I knew the game already. I knew what they did. I worked for them for
yeah,
years.
yeah, you knew that already.
No,
Yeah.
They hired guys like
Wealth
me
of
to
information.
enhance them.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
do the marketing promotions for
Yeah.
alcohol? Like, what do you?
Do you have a team or was it just all you guys?
It's our team. It's everything's internal. We have our personal team that handles everything from the online marketing. But our key strategy, which most people don't even try to adopt, is liquid to lips. So you got to go in the stores and taste people. It tastes amazing. You got to try it. You love it.
Yeah.
You could see the package and it's dope. I love the key. I love the story. But until you taste it, it's just a story in a bottle. So we make sure people taste. So we sponsor so many little events to get straight to the people.
Right.
Who came up with the design? Because like the design alone, like I'll look at it in the store and be like, you know what, maybe I'll try this.
Bread.
That,
Bread.
We didn't want to go with your standard mold
Right.
of a bottle. We wanted to stand
That's
out.
what I'm saying,
And
like,
we kind
this
of
is a
worked
little
on
different.
that. And, you know, we made it friendly for the...
Yeah.
I like it.
With
With the
I
key,
like
the
it.
key in the middle was.
But
Yeah.
when creating it, some people don't notice. You say you like a certain tequila, that's a round, fat bottle, it's hard to pour. I made this for bartenders, so you could grip it any way, even at a punt.
Oh, you got
So anything you could think of,
Thoughtful.
it fits in a well. It's not too tall for a shelf, not
The
too short and
founders
fat.
love it.
It's
Yeah.
most brands don't think of it. They just want to make something dope that stands out.
No, yeah, it
That's
shows.
cool, but what's the function of it?
Make it practical.
Even this arrow right here, it's halfway through the bottle. So for inventory, I know bars do inventory. I learned that when working in bars. When it's here, it's halfway through, so they know when they have to reorder.
Right. Top.
They can
Oh, I
track.
know that.
They can track by arrows.
Yeah.
Nobody does stuff
Little
like that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then Bread, one of my close friends, designed, that was his concept and everything, the way the lettering is. He created this font.
Yeah,
He
that's
put two
dope.
fonts together to make that
Dope.
font. Yeah, like it was everything in-house. I went to a bottling company, just people I know in the industry. I'm like, how much would you charge me? They were like, oh, give you a discount, only $25,000 retainer. I was like a lawyer, so if you don't figure this shit out, I have to pay you more money? Why would you figure it out then? Nah, I'm good. And I called my friend Brett. He was living in Florida. Went down there, got him, one-way ticket. He's been here ever since. Like, it's nonstop.
wild.
This is our
So
lives.
this all started in 2015 when you wanted to retire and you were like, yo, I'm done with this. I want to do my own thing.
Yeah, we drove from Florida to New York, and I started doing word clouds and figuring out the game, what's lacking, what's
Yeah.
there, and I came up with 7 concepts on the drive up. And I used this one because this one made the most sense for this moment.
Is it the alcohol game dirty? Is it like you brought the music game? The music game is the dirty game.
Yeah,
The movie game is a dirty game. Now alcohol, do you have to deal with all those big major companies that will come in like, no, we don't put them to the side or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
that they do that, but the way you stay away from that, when you go to big distributors that they're in, they'll tell the distributor, hey, go get that brand. Then they'll sign us and they'll shelf us. Same like a music game. They'll do that in liquor. It's been
Wow.
done to many
So it's
brands.
not
So as we
different.
become more threatening, especially the urban market,
Yeah.
we're dominating everything, but we
Yeah.
become more urban because we're Latino, Black.
Yeah.
We have everything. We have every race down with us. But as we become more dominant and we start to take over, they're going to come after us and offer us bigger deals,
Yeah.
and then have the distributors on the other side trying to offer me perfect
Right.
deals,
Right.
so they could kind of shelf it. That happens.
Take it to the shelf.
100%.
Shelf it.
Mhm. It happens. That's why I'm like, I'm good.
Wow.
Leave me alone. I know, and I have close friends that I know that nothing's happening, and there's
Yeah.
other companies that I'm like, I never even heard about you. I don't even know you.
So you know the game pretty well, though.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
hell
you know
yeah.
what to watch out for. Nobody's gonna dick you around.
So
That's good.
now you talk about shelving, but how about before they come to you, before they come and try to sign you, whatever. It's like I guess like Coke and Pepsi. So you want to place your bottles in the front, or you want is there different
And liquor
placements,
is
right?
called pay to play.
Right. So now you have these bigger companies like, yo, who the fuck?
Oh,
is
they
this?
tried that with us, but
Yeah, so
it's so real, the relationship, and organic, that when they go to most of our spots, they're like, no, I like Danny, I like Joe, I
Right.
like Paul, I like Steve. These are
Right.
my boys.
It's
Like,
all
it's
about
different.
relationships.
Yeah.
So,
That's good. So you guys have personal connections in the
Major
industry.
ones.
with the stores, okay.
Nice.
And those guys show up during the holidays, they'll drop some money, then they're gone again. We're showing up two,
Oh,
3 times a
time,
month. Like, what's
right.
good? How's your daughter?
Right.
How's your favorite team? How you like one of my guys likes the Bulls, and we always joke about it. I'm like, Jordan's not coming back. It's over. He's like, nah, I'm telling you, come. But I have that relationship. When his
Right,
other guy
right,
walks
right,
in, it's
right,
more,
right.
hey, you have 7 bottles on the shelf. You need to reorder. It's not as personal.
Right.
We are personal. Like, this is our lives.
And you're frequently doing taste tests inside the
Everything.
liquor store.
That- See, I always have bottles in my bag.
We all active
Yeah, you
out
guys
here.
came prepared.
New York and New Jersey, very active. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up with this, though? Anything coming up?
Just
Yeah.
launched Florida.
Okay.
Just launched in Florida. We launched a month ago. We have over 20 accounts.
From Miami to Tampa, we have distributions.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we got some tops. We got Rocco's
You guys made
Tacos down
some
there.
moves.
Rocco's Tacos is huge. I went and did the staff training, and people were like, you made this? I'm like, yeah. And the girl was like, it's weird. You don't meet somebody who made it,
Yeah.
who knows their stuff, who
Yeah.
looks like, has a swag. She said that was the exact word. And I was like, well, everybody's different. That's my advantage. I'm going to use it.
Right.
There was another brand that makes the jalapeno. I don't even need to say their name, but they're our competition. I sold them years ago. I identified their weaknesses. I told them, they didn't listen, so I identified them and I fixed it. My brand, the girl made, she did a taste test. YAVE jalapeno versus other brand jalapeno. Ours obliterated it. And the girl came to me on the set. She's the chief bartender, been there for 10 years. She's one of the highest ranking bartenders in Rocco Top. She's staff trains all of them. So when she loves it, she's going to other ones to say, try this. I gave her a personal bottle. We spoke. She was like, thank you for making this. I was like, I made it for you, bartenders. I meant that. She's like, the other one's so spicy, it dictates the drink for her. I'm like, mine has the flavor of the actual jalapeno. It's an essence. It's something that helps you.
Right, it wasn't too spicy.
It smells good, but you can taste it.
Yeah,
Taste the jalapeno too,
it's an aftertaste.
Smell it.
Even when
So
it
Even if you smell it.
right, when it
No.
comes,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's
Smell
in
it.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more just like that. So
And she loved that. And now they took that brand off the menu, put ours. In just a day while I'm there. On top of that, we did a staff training where I'm like, I'll take somebody out to dinner just to hang out, whoever sells the most. And they were like, you serious? I was like, I'll be back.
Know what you're doing.
and I don't know. I mean, I taste like when the smoothness in it too. So that's the whole thing.
Yeah, because this is made from the Reposado. This one, the Reposado's aged 8 months in whiskey barrels.
Okay.
The reason being because it makes it smoother, it takes the flavor from it and everything. We actually use Jack Daniels barrels. That's how we flavor it. So it gets the essence of that, a little bit sweet, a little bit less smoky.
Yeah, we don't have the-
What exactly is the ingredients for tequila?
Tequila, like the 3 ingredients would be pretty much alcohol, water, and agave is what makes
The
it.
agave plant is
The
it.
agave plant.
And that's the reason, where
So
it's
that's
made
why
in
it's called
Tequila,
tequila.
Mexico, it's the best agave in the world.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, ours is
We
from the
just
top.
learned
agave.
something.
Ours is lowland, highland, so it's a combination
Yeah,
of
it's a
being
mix.
up in the mountain and flatland.
And that was part of making it taste different than everybody. That was the start, high and lowland. And then I added other things throughout the process that I'll never say out loud.
Right.
But it's things that other brands, they won't catch up. They just won't. But they don't care as much.
Right.
They're making their money. It's brands that have been out for 10, 15 years. I could taste the difference over the years, how they care less and less and the quality's gone down. I don't want that with ours. That's why I went to a family distillery. That's why we work with somebody who cares.
Who cares about it?
I guess, let them know, you tried the Blanco, Reposado's aged 8 months in whiskey barrels, and Añejo is about 2 years.
Yeah,
Ours.
18 months. Yeah.
For this?
Yeah, because we're missing 3 bottles here. We're missing the coconut and then the Reposado and Añejo. Those are the ones that everybody has. And the Blanco's not aged. The Reposado's aged 8 months, and then the Añejo is 2 years.
It aged 2 years.
It varies between brands of how much they age it.
For clothing, it's Magic Show. What is it for alcohol? Do you guys?
The main one is WSWA in Orlando this year. We'll be attending that. And then you have like the New York International Sports Competition. You have the
Right.
Denver Trade Show.
Right.
You have quite a few. But the most important for us would be WSWA. That's the magic of liquor. And then you have the the New York International Spirits Competition, which is done in Jacob Javits. That's like a level below, but not major. It's like everyone in the world goes to WSWA. Everyone in the country and pretty much the continent go to the international one. So
that's where you get the big distributors. If you know.
It's who goes there is everyone from distributors, major distributors, to account owners. You might meet the guy who owns, I don't know, like TGI Fridays or something. You meet those kind of people who are just walking around looking for brands but won't tell you.
Right.
So like I have ways that we're gonna stand out. I've been to so many of them. Like it's the same shit,
so
different
seasoned,
day.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what to do.
One of my most hated phrases in the world I heard in Harlem growing up was "same shit, different day." That was those trade shows. You walk in, you're like, everyone's doing the same thing as last year. Like it's so blah. Nah, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change to the point. I'm gonna walk that line where they might want to throw me out, but it's gonna be right there. Like, calm down. And I'm like, cool. Everybody's gonna remember us. Nobody's gonna leave this trade show without remembering who we are.
Yeah. It's gonna be a cool annoying though, but they're gonna remember.
Well, it's gonna be more annoying for the people who didn't do it. Like, damn, we should have done all that stuff. Like, yeah, and we have less budget, so how do we figure it out? And you don't. It's just all they all do the same exact thing. Here's the formula for trade shows: nice booth set up with nice drinks, a guy making cocktails, and a bunch of extremely
Pretty girls.
I was gonna say another word, but yeah, I guess pretty girls.
Strippers.
But it's
That's allowed.
that kind of
Right,
wait.
it's like-
Pretty
They don't know
girls
anything
allowed.
about the brands or anything, and you
Yeah.
try to discuss with them. They're like, no, go inside. You're like, why is she here? Why?
It's a tactic.
Like,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of older guys who, oh my God, look at this. I'm gonna bring attractive women, but when you talk to them, they're gonna actually be able to speak to you. They're gonna talk about YAVE. You're like, I didn't expect this.
Right.
Because nobody else does that either. Like,
Right,
the
that's 'cause
most,
you're looking at my titties now. I'm trying to what you had to look at, right?
and now you remember both. YAVE and titties, whatever. Like,
Right. Oh, that's
Damn.
dope. So now, so when I get back to the marketing, right? What are you gonna say
I
then?
just want to know which one you want to try out of sabores, the jalapeno or the mango?
Let me try the mango. Let me try
Yeah,
the mango.
mango is good.
This guy right
Do you
here.
like jalapeno?
You trying to try?
I'll try it. I'm
should try
down.
it.
They trying too,
I'm
man.
down to try.
he gotta try mango.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
mango.
Can I try Blanco? I don't really like mango.
Wait, let's.
But at least smell it though.
Give Sin
Okay, I'll
something.
smell
give
it.
Sin-
At least
Which
smell
one you
it.
want,
You
Sin?
gotta at least smell
Give
it.
Sin the
You
mango.
want coconut? I'll take the mango.
The mango. Ain't no coconut
There
over
ain't no
there.
coconut.
Yeah, I know.
Coconut too, man.
That's the Blanco for you.
Dang.
That's the straight. That's the pure white.
And a mango.
Sin wants the mango.
For the-
So how many trial and errors did you guys have? Like, did you just make it one day, sipped it, and it was
The
good?
mango was the only one.
Damn.
We needed to go
Guys,
Keep on
mango,
going, keep on
it's
going.
so
It
good.
wasn't quite
So
right.
good.
And the funny thing about it, I'm glad you asked
Where'd you
that.
get your mangoes from?
Mexican mangoes. They
Okay.
macerate the fruit and everything. They macerate. Yeah, we do some in the U.S., some out there.
Yeah.
But with all the trade stuff going on, it's easy to do it a certain way now.
Right.
But it's funny you asked about the trials because when I told him make it smooth, little
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
forth, he did it. Then I was like, I want to do sabores, and he was like, nope.
How
I'm
many-
like, look, man, I know it's pure, whatever, but this is how you do it. We used to battle back and forth. Then one day he calls me early in the morning. He's like, why you want? This is all Spanish. He's like, why do you want to do flavors? And I'm like, I'm doing it for women, bartenders, and chefs. And he hung up on me. Swear to God, that was the whole conversation. I was like, this dude's really pushing
You're
me.
so right. I'm telling you, ladies, mango. Mango is so
Mango's
good. YAVE, Y-A-V-E.
You got yours,
Get
sis?
it.
You were supposed to bring this down to Washington, D.C. There over the weekend
Oh,
for
yeah.
Women's March.
Oh man. No, there's been too many.
damn.
No, too many Me Too.
Yeah,
Oh,
It should have been Girls Trip Part 2.
One more.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, YAVE.
YAVE,
Ya tú sabes.
YAVE. You got it there?
Oh,
Wait, please go.
Ready?
Oh, man.
Clink drinks, guys.
So, I don't mean to bring it into politics, but you know, how you guys feel about the wall being built? This guy Trump.
So,
It's nonsense. It's
I-
crazy.
Will that stop you guys'
Mango's
business?
amazing.
well, the reason it won't.
We went in with the mango,
Yeah.
man. It's still
Yeah,
good.
yeah, mango's smooth. That's
Sin
mango.
likes it. I gotta call him
Yeah.
Sin, no camera guy. He's
You
Sin.
don't even need to really mix it with that.
Nah.
Put a little ice
No,
on
I
it.
always want my shit
Yeah,
mixed
you
with
do.
juice,
You
but
been a
not
minute.
that one.
Yeah,
For
a
women.
little
Yeah.
ice.
Like to
and
drink, that's what I'm
it.
saying.
Cause that
Thank
one
you
other
for
one, the
thinking
blanco,
of
got
the
hit me
women.
like but the mango's like real smooth.
It's dangerous,
Ooh,
though.
Yeah.
like when
You get fucked up.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, look, yo, Chris, look at Chrissy's eyes, yo. Look.
I'm already
It's dangerous. But when I told him how to make it, he hung up, whatever. So now when I go down to Mexico, I'm drinking them all, whatever. We're trying. And I was like, nothing. I never asked you, how'd you make the flavors? He was like, not me. It was two women chemists. He was like, they made it. And I was
No
like,
way.
genius. He was like, he said, the only reason I hung up, he said, I agree with you, but I didn't want you to hear what I was thinking. I was about to talk, and he hung up. 'Cause
That's
he was
so
like, I got it.
smart.
He went straight to the
Oh.
women. This is Joe's concept. We have to make this real. He perfected the Blanco Repoñejo, and then we did each flavor in Blanco Repoñejo to see what tasted better. The mango and coconut done from the Blanco. The reposado is done from the jalapenos done from the reposado. So it all made sense. So when the women made it, I'm like, women gonna love it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we had a woman in our team. Lisa's on our team. She went down there with us,
You guys are
and
so
she was
smart.
like,
Having
trying.
a woman like have her little taste in there.
we have
Bravo,
a
guys.
very diverse team.
I think she likes it a
I'm
lot.
sorry, women, girl power, okay?
Yeah, it's a thing.
So is YAVE gonna do the typical branding, like go get themselves a celebrity and they go like,
We would've
stay
done that
thirsty,
already.
my friend.
A major mistake brands make, and I'll give a little bit because I'm starting to consult now, so I'm giving less advice to people because everyone reaches out.
Right.
But one thing I will say, everyone goes after that big celebrity. So now let's say we went for celebrity day one, and then he or she blows it out the water. How do I get it to all the people around the world? People don't think about that part. Liquor's the hardest thing to ship and get around.
Yeah.
But people want to go straight to celebrity. It's not like clothing where you can just put it on the website and ship.
Right.
It's so many rules and regulatory factors in liquor that you have to consider everything first. So for the first year, we minimal, little friends and stuff. Year two's the year for marketing. So now we're shipping online, doing bigger things, more markets. We're showing the world. Now we're prepared for it. So year two, you're gonna see it, but it's not gonna be typical. The most hated thing I hate is when you see a celebrity just going,
Yeah, it has to be organic with it.
So
It has to be
stupid.
a real
Yeah,
relationship
so
that we
fake.
have.
Yeah, like really, like yeah.
a brand did something with Cardi B. They ran up, and I heard the story. A friend of mine works for the company. They did a special bottle with her, like, on her name, and they ran up and was like, take this picture, and you can see in the picture she looks, like, confused and frightened.
Yeah.
She's like,
No way.
she doesn't know what's happening, because they
Yeah.
just take a picture. And I'm like, you could see that was so inauthentic. It was
Yeah.
horrible to watch.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna
like you have to feel, make the whoever is endorsing feel it, like your partnership with it. You, like you see me drinking this on a regular, right? Not just well, I'm out. And then
Yeah,
blow
it
up
looks so-
But then meanwhile, you see them with a bucket of something else. In the,
That's the funniest thing. When you see
yeah.
another brand, they out in the club, and you like, you drink that? I thought you were with these guys.
Yeah, right.
And most guys don't put that in the
That's how you know.
contract. That's why.
Right,
It's not in
yeah.
their rider. Like a lot of
Right.
artists, I put in their rider. Every time
Right.
you go somewhere, they have to order YAVE,
Right.
or we're not going to be supporting that event.
Right.
And guys that work in the past, they were like, got you. And that's how I got so many accounts so quickly. With the artists I mentioned, they I need this brand there. That's
Yeah.
family. They will order 2, 3 cases, whatever, and they just kept building. But most brands are just so happy to get the weird picture.
That's it.
They don't focus on anything else. And they pay money for that. They pay thousands of dollars for that fake ass picture. We
Yeah.
haven't spent thousands on anything yet, like
Yeah.
in one direct thing. We
Right,
just haven't.
right.
We haven't had to.
Damn. So, do you guys have any advice for people who want to follow in your steps? And
There's never a perfect time. It's one of the main things I tell people because people like to line it up perfectly. My time was different because I was in the game for so long, but I still didn't have the money and everything I needed. I just knew. So once I felt it, I went all in. He'll tell you it wasn't any
It was all
hesitation.
in-house, you know,
Yeah.
as far as the raise of money and everything, you know.
I can imagine.
People
So
told
that's a
him
lot
that
of money to
but
actually
people
build
considering,
a
you know,
company.
the way we did it, people told him he was nuts. Like he needed way more.
3.5 million was the number I heard I needed.
Yeah.
I was like, you need 3.5. I grew up in Harlem. I know I do more or less than anybody out here.
Right.
Like, it's not a big deal for me. But they don't understand because with the 3.5, they're thinking about hiring lawyers. I didn't have lawyers until we launched already. I did everything with the Mexican and U.S. government myself.
Right.
Office space, my apartment. Canceled that out. They hire a bunch of people. I had the people. I was the people.
Yeah.
So I brought more of my people around.
Yeah.
So all those things cost $1 million to 1.5 million just to start. I didn't need any of that. Like, we haven't spent $1 million a day. We're not even close to that. I don't know how guys keep saying, which I'm like, nope, we did a year clean. With I won't say the number because I don't want to scare people how powerful like we're becoming, but it's much less than $1 million. Forget about 3.5. The guy told me we haven't even thought about $1 million yet.
That shouldn't even get there.
Like now we're doing our first ever raise because everyone wants to invest,
Yeah.
and I'm only doing it because things are expanding so quickly in so many ways. I don't want to have too much of an ego where I'm like, nah, we got this, because that's just foolish. Now we've established, you know, year one was just setting the stage,
Right.
just laying the foundation. It was proof of concept. It worked. Now year two is where we do more marketing, bring more people on, expand the markets. And I know people in every single state. I got guys in North and South Dakota if I need to go there. I have guys in every single market ready to work for us, but work with us. Nobody works for me, works with me. Everybody's gonna work with us around the country because they know how I am. They know I'm all in. I'll never ask you to do something that I wouldn't do.
Right.
In the same token, if you don't do it, I don't need you because I'm going to do
You
it.
can
So if
do
I
it.
were to say, hey, help me paint this room, and you don't help me, you see I'm going to paint it.
I'm painting it
Now I don't
anyway.
need you because I
That's
painted
right.
it. So it's you know, I try to lead by example more than anything. He'll tell you, like friends and family will tell you, I barely sleep, but it's a different kind of barely sleep than when you're killing yourself for somebody else.
Yeah. Nah, it's a different sleep. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
your
different.
shit. It's your shit.
I went from 40 to 80, 90, 100-hour weeks, but
Damn.
It's
all
your
good.
shit.
It's my shit.
Liquor stores, bars, or restaurants. What would you go first? What do you target first?
On-premise gives you awareness, off-premise gives you volume. So on-premise is where people see your name, they get to taste it, and
Right.
off-premise is where people buy the actual bottles. So as opposed to selling 15 drinks in a bar, they take bottle. So it's whatever you're comfortable with as a brand. Because I have extreme concepts that have gotten us to this level. Again, not going to share too much because people are starting to reach out to pay. But you have to, first of all, you have to pick what you feel comfortable with. Some people like to be on-premise and drink and party. That's cool, but that could bring you down.
Right.
So liquor stores, my advice, to be honest, if I had to give advice, just something light, liquor stores are getting a volume, so go in there, do some tasting, something light, and then on-premise, just get your awareness.
Right.
But you don't have to spend a lot. And that's why people are reaching out to me, because they're like, dude really did it.
Yeah.
He's still here standing after a year and actually prospering. And I'm like,
It kind of works hand in hand, you know,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you have a liquor store and a couple of bars in the same neighborhood. Now you have a community, you know. So, and that's how we
That's
we're
awesome.
attacking it.
there's so
You
many.
guys really killed it with
Yeah.
this.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man, for pulling up, man.
No, I appreciate,
For real,
I mean,
guys.
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
for
you
having us.
guys.
Joe Cruz, Danny Reyes, YAVE. Let's get another
YAVE.
shot, man, for the closer, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Or YAVE.
Gotta try the
YAVE.
jalapeno.
Let me try the
Look it
jalapeno.
up.
Yeah, YAVE Tequila.
Yes.
You're gonna find
Get
it.
tell them the
everywhere.
social media, everything.
At YAVE Tequila on Instagram, on Facebook. Follow us. We do events nonstop. And if you want to find where to buy it in New York, New Jersey, Florida,
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
got
yeah.
New York events.
I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and try the
yeah.
mango. I'm gonna live on the wild side. If I Earl, I Earl.
I want more
Yo,
mango.
remember we still got another interview. Like we're gonna be like,
Yeah, guys.
so Drama King, what's happening there, buddy?
Thank you.
but you can find it at YAVEtequila.com. Go to the Find YAVE page and it'll geotag. You put your address, you put whatever. We have keys all over the city and all over the
Yeah.
the
That's
state.
dope.
You guys
That's
are
dope.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
'cause
wait to look
I
you
was
up.
we was at the what's that spot in Jersey? By the
Oh,
water. He was supposed to
Waterside.
cut Waterside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
We
that's
have
when
it
I
over
first,
there.
that's when
Oh,
I first
yeah.
tasted it right
Yeah.
there. We went there for that event. Yeah.
Well, you taste. Oh,
I tasted it. I was
This wasn't your first.
It was a little sip too. That was a little sip. Like,
Me and Ree are
You're supposed to send us a
disappointed.
text.
Well, there's a lot more events coming. I'll make sure y'all.
Let me get a little story on this one. Actually, I want the jalapeno.
But when we throw events, I'll make sure y'all know about it. I'll get your info.
I would love to show up.
Follow us on IG too, because that's how we post. But I'll hit you guys, whatever, let you know what's up.
And you gotta come up at Shade 45 and drink with us too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Saturday, right?
Come drink with us on
Can
Saturday.
you bring orange juice? Have some.
You bring the orange
Alright, I'll bring the
juice.
orange juice. You bring the liquor. We'll,
Should be a personal bartender. I would have done it. I would have done it, but it's funny as hell.
Y'all, man. Yes,
Yave.
y'all been to the top. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through.
That was good stuff.
Jalapeno's good too.
But
But this
good.
was this one that just
How
got hit
smooth
me
the
bad.
jalapeno is?
Yeah, because that's the raw.
You know,
That's
the
the
mango's
raw
smooth
cut.
too. You don't
Yeah,
even
the
taste
mango's
it.
good.
It's like a little aftertaste.
Mango's
not
money,
like
man.
Jalapenos
Mango's
smooth
money.
as
We got all.
You see that jalapeno smooth.
We actually have. We started with one BBQs, and we have all the BBQs, and they did a major campaign with the mango.
Dedicated to my grandmother. Those are the mango
BBQs
madness.
is known for the
Is there
frozen
like a fan
margaritas.
favorite?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Oh, that's crazy.
They-
That's dope, yeah.
Blanco sells the most because it's traditional, and the second right behind it is mango. So it's Blanco and mango are top two, but the jalapeno coconut are holding their own. Reposado is, and Añejo's always going to sell the least because the most expensive. But they're all doing well right there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Thank you,
humble.
man. Appreciate y'all, man.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Our
Serious.
first alcohol 101 lesson.
Yeah, man.
Let's take this picture.
Yeah.